Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 65.9 kilograms. Fighting out of Igor MMA. He holds a record of 4 wins and 2 defeats. Make some noise for Shai Krimotat! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 66 kilograms fat. Fighting out of TFC Brisbane. He holds a record of 6 wins and just 1 defeat. Give it up for Max Davidson! Chris Hay.
Chris Hay in charge of this one. What an honour for John Aiello to introduce his teammate from the Fight Centre.
Ready. Round 1, you ready?
Max Davidson, no doubt they have paid their dues inside the walls of TFC round 1.
I've heard about the regime in that place.
Yes.
Yeah, they're turning out some fighters at the moment, Ben Johnson and his team. It's good to see.
Indeed they are. One of his teammates tomorrow will fight for Ben's old belt, Darcy Vendy, taking on John Fraser for the now vacated Eternal middleweight strap.
Not too surprised to see Max Davidson implement the grappling early here. You'd feel he might have the advantage there. He has in a lot of his previous fights. He's a real submission artist and he's good at playing the long game with his grappling. Krimotat, if he can escape this position, he'll do well, be well served to try and stay away from the fence, try and keep his back off the fence to get his striking game going. He's very accurate, doesn't overload on anything. As I said, he's got excellent footwork and doing a good job to hand fight now. And
that was beautiful.
That was really nice. And look, he drags it down to the ground. Interesting here from Shai Krimotat, happy to take it wherever it needs to go, ending up in top half against the cage. Good signs early from Krimotat.
And like we said in the in the introductions, this is the cream of the crop of the amateurs. These are experienced guys. These guys have had a lot of fights. Expect to see a bit more composure and a bit more sequences put together.
Yeah, absolutely. And knee shield comes in now for Davidson. He might look to kick that out and come through with an underhook, but at the moment, Krimotat doing a good job to control the bottom leg.
He's just using that Z guard just to keep Krimotat from being able to press his hips down onto him and making himself a little bit of space.
Krimotat did well there to sit through and unlock the legs. He's in a great position here to do some damage with the right hand if he feels comfortable to do so, Krimotat. Half guard, top half guard, such a underrated position in MMA. Guys like Randy Couture managed to win a world title with basically just a top half position. And a lot of the problems that a jiu-jitsu player can implement from the bottom have an MMA answer, as we see Davidson stand up to his feet. And here comes Krimotat doing a good job to spread the base of Davidson. Looking to mat return. He's in a great position to do it here. And much the same as his first takedown, Krimotat goes back for seconds. 30 seconds left to go, and it's been all the way of Krimotat. But here comes Davidson getting back up on top late.
A little mistake in the grappling exchange there, just allowed Max to get back into the dominant position here. And I wonder if he's going to ride the last 15 seconds of the round, or he's going to look to do some damage. In a round, he's looking behind him. So he could do with leaving the judges something to last in their impression.
Well, it was a good start for Max Davidson. However, it has been all Shai Krimotat, and they are back to their feet. Great round at some point throughout this evening, round 2.
That calf kick's landed a couple times flush from Davidson. He goes back to the wow, 3 times the charm now. Krimotat, he probably took his eyes off the prize there for a second. And Davidson in deep on a single leg. His neck in a little bit of danger, but you won't be too bothered with that. You can step into a high crotch, but he does. He disengages, and here comes Krimotat grappling into the second phase. Deep underhook. Consolidated, good head position, splits the base. This is great wrestling here from Krimotat.
I've been very impressed with both the boys' head position. Whenever they get into a dominant position, they use the head, which is sometimes underutilized, especially at this level. So great to see these boys well educated in their wrestling there.
Yeah, I was having this conversation earlier this week, just that how far fence grappling and wrestling has progressed in the last 4 or 5 years, and through the amateurs, you see guys doing such an incredible job of it. It's almost a martial art in itself now. Of course, a lot of the foundation principles of grappling against the fence are transferable to the ground in jiu-jitsu, and look at that. Beautiful little turn. Davidson tries to drag it to the mat, but he didn't have the correct position with the whiz-up, and now it's Krimotat who's reversed.
He's very good at being sort of, sort of patient, and then all of a sudden exploding with those hips and using that explosion to change the positions. I've been very impressed with the way he's using his hips to reverse the position.
And just muscles it to the ground. That time with the body lock does Krimotat. This is a good position to attack here. He's got 3/4 body lock in place. Tries to come on top, but it's Davidson who beats him on that occasion. Great grappling from these two youngsters, MCT.
Mistake from Krimotat, and we saw that in the last fight with Pairiki Cook. One wrong turn and you end up in the wrong position. Now Max Davidson, can he turn the tables? No, he can't.
Oh, beautiful switch there from Krimotat. He was in danger with the head outside single, but he managed to switch it, and there he goes, up and over and on top now. Inside the remaining minute of the second round, it's Krimotat in the driver's seat. And Davidson with a choice to make here, potentially the first round going the way of Krimotat more than likely, and now with his back taken and 30 seconds left to play, does he throw caution to the wind here and get a scramble going, Ben Vickers?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very hard to submit someone like Max Davidson in 30 seconds from this position. I'd like him to try and dominate the position a little bit, free a hand and do some damage. It's damage time with 30 seconds left in the round and a good position.
Krimotat doing an excellent job just to take note of how his left shin's across the back leg there of Davidson, just stopping any forward momentum. And he'll probably be happy to see this one out in this position. Krimotat and another who is the best of the best, and round number 3's underway.
Well, here we go. Let's see who takes this one home. Max Davidson, and oh my, overhand right lands for Max. But again, Ben, you said it. If you're over-aggressive, that counter comes quickly, and for Shai Krimotat, he's got one hook in, looking for the other.
A strange decision when you're bashing someone up on the feet to lock the clinch. That we haven't seen any striking in this fight. Max is probably coming second in the grappling. He was having some success landing strikes. He didn't leave himself a little bit of space and try and land some more damage before hitting the takedown.
Yeah, and Krimotat was just making direct, awkward eye contact with me there. Just has a big smile on his face. He's loving it. Is the young fella looking to drag Davidson back down to the mat once more. It's been the outside leg reap on a number of occasions.
Combined with the head pressure and pushing him against the cage is making it very difficult to defend that. But also I think that Max wouldn't have fought many featherweights taller than him. He's a very tall featherweight himself, so maybe that's a puzzle he's trying to solve himself too.
Davidson does a good job here of getting to a much more dominant position. Looks to expose the back for a moment, but there's that timing of that underhook and the turn is...
And I think Davidson also needs to be thinking he's probably 2 rounds down. Is he going to win from grappling against the cage? It doesn't look like that for the rest of this fight. Maybe he needs to use this last minute and a half to change the game plan and try and stand and bang where he had some success at the start of the round.
Well, these rounds are short. They're only 3 minutes. They don't have 5 like the pros. And as we approach the halfway mark, if Krimotat wants to sit here and grind this one out, we could see him take home a 2-1 decision, but he can't leave his leg there.
Well, in amateurs, he actually can, because he can't be heel hooked, so... But, yeah, it's not a good habit to get into. You're right.
Absolutely not.
Here's a moment for Davidson. There's that little grappling.
Even if you just attack the legs here, some knees to the legs, he needs to do some eye-catching work and create a finishing sequence. There we go. He's landing with some success on the feet.
Knee for Davidson. Sets up a combo.
Don't clinch.
And another one for Meridius. Krimotat almost out on his feet. He is managing to stand.
And I think Max knows now he needs to keep some distance. He's got 45 seconds left. If he can get away and just land some shots, he might just finish the job.
And this is exactly what Ben Johnston and Uncle Des ordered between rounds 2 and 3.
And I just think if he'd have done this from the start of the round instead of waiting until the last 30 seconds, he may well have got Krimotat out there. And he may still. But this is great to see a man like chasing a finish. He knows he's probably behind on the scorecard, and he's really looking to finish this fight now.
Yeah, and he's thrown everything but the kitchen sink at it, and here come a couple big more right hands from Davidson.
Shots red.
He's going out on a sword. If that's how the judges see it tonight, a big finish from Davidson.
He will run out of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. Judge 1 scores the contest 29-28 to the blue corner. Judge 2 scores the contest 29-28 to the red corner. And Judge 3, for your winner by split decision, in the blue corner, Shai Krimotat.